Yeah.
Exciting and new.
Babe, you think Rene's going to be on his best behavior today?
I can already tell he is.
I know he's sitting so properly, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
All men are when the women are women.
Right? Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Renee and me, we're like that even when you girls aren't around, right? Right? Hell yeah. We know better.
Yeah, that's right.
Why don't you get the microphone closer to you,
This side?
Claudia? Yeah. Move the whole, get the whole, yeah, move it towards you. Yeah, move it.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to hear me any louder.
Yeah, no, we need to hear your voice. Everybody
right.
needs to hear your voice.
Here we go.
There we go.
Better?
All right. And what happened to our engineers around here? Our road crew, where you at? They're always at the bar here at Society 204, ladies and gentlemen. And that's where we're coming at you live tonight, and we want to thank you for joining us. An awesome Wednesday night. It's the Rock and Chaz show. Minus Chaz. Chaz isn't feeling too good today, but he'll be back next week. And ladies and gentlemen, we're right smack in the middle of the heart of Edinburgh, Texas, a historic downtown district. Right here at Society 204, a co-working community, and it's ready to accommodate businesses of all sizes. If you've got something going on, you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, you want to get your office out of your bedroom, and you want a little office space that doesn't take too much, is not too small, not too big, it's just perfect, made just like your bedroom. Bring it on over, because right here it's like your home, and in your bedroom is your office, but we've got a kitchen, we've got bathrooms, we've got a bar, we've got a lobby. This is just a beautiful building, and it's ready for you to start that new year right here on a new office. Come on over and check it out. You can call 956-887-1143 to book a tour and check it out. What do you all think about the place?
Neat. It's
Right?
really neat.
Isn't
Yeah.
it
I
pretty?
love the colors. I love the space.
Yeah, we're gonna need to put that mic sort
More?
of. Yeah, you need to move
Closer?
it towards you. Yeah,
This
there
way?
you.
There you go.
Let's see.
All
Let's see.
right.
There we
we
go.
Is
There
that
we.
better?
And now move the mic a little bit like this. Just
Like
the
this?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
That's
There
it
you go.
right
That's
there.
perfect.
All right.
I'm a little new to this, so excuse me.
You'll be by the time we're done, you'll be a pro.
Just like Renee.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. All you have to do is give them a call and they'll help you out. Lose weight, feel younger and healthier again. Call them at 956-441-2188. If you feel sluggish, tired, gain weight, and you're looking for a primary care clinic to help improve your quality of life, hormone replacement therapy. Boy, you want to see some results at the gym. All you have to do is talk to them. It's Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Weight loss therapy. Sometimes we reach a plateau. We can't lose any more weight. Talk to these guys. They've got what you need. IV vitamin infusion. That is vitamins going right into your vein intravenously. It boosts your immune system, gives you energy. It is just an amazing product. Peptide therapy, the fountain of youth. Ask about the Sermorellan. Women, you will love this. You'll get back into your 20s before you know it, all right? Woo. And it's all designed to help you feel great, healthier again. Offices in McAllen and Harlingen. It's 956-441-2188. Start feeling better. Again, it's Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. And you'll be on the Love Boat if you haven't been on it. Dr. T's will help you. Yeah. And that boat will be feeling strong waves. Whoa! And ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce to you a guy that's probably been on this show and part of the show as a sponsor from the first day we started, right, mate?
Yes, since the beginning.
This guy, he's always stepped up to the plate and helped us out whenever we did toy drives with the band. He'd sponsor the event. One time he just took care of it because I used to get different sponsors.
Yes.
And Renee said, you know what, I'll take care of it, man. I just want to be the only one. And I said, all right, awesome, man. So he's helped us out a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the law office of Renee Flores, hashtag DWI expert in the house. Yeah.
Good to be back. Thank you for having me.
And he brought his probation officer.
I love that.
Claudia Flores. Let's give her a big round of applause. It's about time you brought the beauty of the couple, man. I mean, the beauty of the relationship.
The brains.
Yeah.
The brains too, dude.
Absolutely. She's got them both.
Yeah, Claudia, ladies and gentlemen, Claudia was saying that she hates arguing with Rene because Rene's always a damn attorney, man. What is the difference? I mean, what happens when you guys get into a little debate? Does he start bringing in key witnesses and stuff like that?
I usually break down like
Yeah.
the question she's asking me. I'm like, wait a minute, but you asked me this question, okay? Now we're talking about something else.
I know. I said, you know what? Never mind. All right.
And then she does this, babe. Put the camera on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the stare.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
The
That
death
one,
stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has that one.
Every woman has that
Everyone
one.
has that.
Yeah, they tried to scare the living bejesus out of us, bro.
You know, I've reached a point. We've been married almost 7 years this year, babe.
All right.
You better know that one.
The 7-year itch. You know the 7-year itch, right?
Right,
You
I've
guys
heard-
got to get
I've
past
heard
this
that,
one, and that's
yeah.
what we're here to help you do.
Oh, thank you.
You don't have to go to Dr. Phil. You don't have to go to Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
You just come to the Rock. And Aurelia over here.
And me.
Yeah, because I'm the one that gives
Who
you the
needs
prescription.
Oprah?
I'm the one that prescribes you the meds, and my wife is the one that signs off of them. All right, okay?
There you go. No,
Yeah.
like I was
my.
saying, I reached a point where I haven't, maybe a while back. I didn't say now. It's not about being right anymore for me. It's just about having peace.
Yeah, right.
But
And the only way I have peace is when I know I'm right.
no, it's about reverse psychology.
There you go.
Secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the win.
Yeah,
To
you
me,
got.
it's about the win.
Sometimes you gotta lie to take the truth out, man. You know what I'm saying? They used to say, my friend used to say, "No, hey, las mujeres te echan mentiras para sacar verdades, so watch out." And it's like when you argue with a woman and you just got out, you got home, and she says, "Where were you at?" And you were, and she'll throw a name out there, and like, well, how she's close to, and then you start shaking, and I'm like, okay, which, you know what I mean? But
I don't know what you mean.
7
Yeah,
years, man. He's been a model.
Yeah.
He's been right. I mean, come on. We've got a picture of
He's
you.
so
Y'all look like models.
passive. People ask me that often. They're like, is he that calm and passive? I'm like, he really is. Like, there's times where I'm like, I've probably said about 18 sentences that when he walked in the door, and he's probably heard the last 2 words that I said, and it's just that he's coming home and he's still in work mode, and I'm like throwing all these things at, did you get to do this? Did you get to do that?
Oh.
And I'm like, the wife manager.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not like, I just manage so many different parts, and like, I've come to a point where I'm like, I'll catch him at 9 o'clock, but then that kind of runs into his video Call of Duty time with his buds, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll just have to wait till tomorrow.
You
know?
play video games, Rene?
I do.
Órale, wow, man. Yo todavía estoy en Miss Pac-Man, carnal. Call
Play
of
one
Duty,
game,
está medio
yeah.
pesado
Play one
eso,
game.
bro. You're in the jungle and
Wow.
stuff, no?
Yeah.
And so what?
We're about to switch into the jungle, but right now we're in Verdansk.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. move the mic a little closer to you there. Yeah. So
There you go, there
so
you go.
with Call of Duty, what do you do? What does he do with it?
Man.
And you let him?
I know. I was going to ask that.
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
You know what? I used to get this. Oh, I'm not out. I'm not.
Oh, my goodness.
To be honest with you, I believe that it's healthy to allow your spouse, to do what it is that they like. Some people like to go out to drink. Some people like to play video games. Some people like to shop.
And
Some people like- so as
some
long
like
as-
going to strip bars
Yeah.
too. And
So-
so keep playing video
Yeah.
games.
That's right. That's right. I ain't hurting nobody.
I know.
Yeah.
So, but everybody.
You're just
has-
killing everybody on Tour of Duty, dude.
It's either that or he's gotten into it. Cycling. Cycling.
I started
wow.
biking.
Yeah. So I'm like, I picked up running, and when I go out there and run, now I look at all these, how quick something can happen, an accident, people were so distracted nowadays, right? With technology. and
We're on our device.
just everything,
We'll walk right over
Yeah.
a cliff
Yeah.
watching our phone.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, be careful because, man, I something can happen that quick, And so now that he's cycling, it's like, be careful now on the road. It's not even behind the car anymore. It's just behind the bike.
Buy him a Peloton or whatever, right? One of the ones they call a Peloton.
Yeah.
And he could be biking the Himalayas.
We have one.
Oh, yeah. Both of them at the same time. Yeah. You can't see it with all the clothes hanging on it, but it's there.
Don't ask me when the last time we used it. Right?
Yeah, sometimes we get all into that, right? We buy all this equipment and stuff, and then we use it, and we're all gun-ho and everything. This time, I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend $2,500 on that walker because I'm serious now. And then you get into it, and it's before you know it. Hey, babe, did you hang my pants on here?
Where are they?
Are my pants in here? I'm looking for the brown ones.
Or I can tell, like, did the maid clean? Because if she didn't clean around the Peloton, then I know she really didn't clean, you know? I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I had a friend that had a Peloton with an ashtray and a koozie on it, man. It was really crazy. Hey, I'm going to go riding, bro. You know, he'd be smoking and drinking while he's on the bike, you know
Well,
what
it
I mean?
was great during the pandemic, you know, and that's the whole reason why I got it, or I convinced, you know, my husband that it was a great purchase because I was going to cycling class before the pandemic, and then, you know, I said, I got to get on this because there's not going to be any, you know, this is before there was a shutdown. And when it arrived, it was like awesome. You know, during the pandemic, it was awesome. And now, you know, it's just kind of.
I just ain't got no time for that.
That's right.
There isn't any time.
What is it? What's going on? I mean, you have a relationship, right? We have a couple that are both have their profession.
Yes.
It's a professional relationship. And sometimes we get tied up. I mean, you own a bail bonds business, right?
That is correct.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in jail and you need to get out, all you got to do is call A Cantu, and it's #jail sucks, and doesn't it, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, except the delicious food that they've got there. Yeah, right.
When they actually get to feed
The
you.
frozen burgers are great.
Customer service is excellent.
The ramen noodles with Frito pie is awesome. The county spread, right? That's what they call it, the county spread. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
No, you haven't heard of
No.
that? That's like a dish that prisoners make in the county.
Really?
And they use ramen noodles, and they use like mayonnaise, I think,
I have
or something.
no
And they
idea.
put
I've never been
Fritos, and it looks like a pizza. A friend of mine sent
like
me
a pizza?
a friend of mine sent me a picture. They look like sloppy enchiladas, right?
Oh,
They look
wow.
like sloppy enchiladas, and my friend sent
Sounds
me a
gross.
picture, and I posted it like, just made dinner for my wife, you know.
So disgusting.
And everybody's thinking, what the hell is that? It looks like
on.
chili cheese, you know.
Yeah.
But it's called a county spread. You should check it out, right? You probably know about it, don't you?
I don't.
You don't, man?
Fortunately,
He's
I
a
don't
super
know.
cook, by the way.
Yeah.
Really?
Super picky, super taster. Like, get out of the way, you know.
Yeah, I love to
You
cook.
know, yeah.
But does he love to clean up after the cooking?
I'm kind of like the sous chef. I'm there cleaning up, and you know.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't let stuff pile up. We ain't got time for that.
I know.
You
but
know,
it's-
we're always busy. What does your day look like? I mean, I know Renee. He gets up, he talks with the clients, then he heads on over to the courthouse
Right.
and does all that stuff. But I've always been intrigued by the bail bonds business, right? Like, you go to jail, you need to get out. You got a $20,000 bail. You got to pay what, 10% out of that, or what? How do they do that with you?
And so, in most cases, it's 10% with certain conditions. They have to live in Hidalgo County. You know, they have to be a resident from here, because if you don't live here, you ain't paying 10%. You know, we got to make sure that you're
not
here.
a flight risk.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. So everything depends on who signs for you. You know, we get a lot of people that are like, you know, my cousin can sign, and I'm like, well, does he even have a driver's license? He's got an ID, and I'm like, it's not a driver's license, you know.
Yeah.
But so there's a lot of prerequisites that come with that. And first of all, they've got to be a U.S. citizen, right? Anybody that signs for anybody that gets out of jail has got to be a U.S. citizen, have a driver's license, be here local in Hidalgo County. Sometimes we get, you know, 'cause we're neighboring cities like Raymondville, Cameron County, and that sometimes flies, but most of the time, when they live here in Hidalgo County, it is 10%. We've gotten, you know, a lot of illegals now that, you know, we live in a border town, so that's not 10%. The fees are different, but once they get arrested, they have to see a judge. So once they get to the judge process, they get a bail. And that once they set that bail, whether it's in Edinburgh, McAllen, Mission, then they'll get transported to county. So we can't physically pay for their bail until they get to the county jail. So you get that question a lot. You can't take them out from here, from McAllen or Mission. No, everybody's got to go to county.
Yeah.
So.
And the A Cantu, you put the A before the Cantu because that's a strategic promotion.
Well,
isn't that like it's something strategic for branding?
So it was actually my mom and dad's idea, to be
Okay.
honest with you. My mom and dad started this business. My family's been in the business in 29 years now. 29 years that they started the bail
Wow.
bond business. And they back in the day it was a phone book. And
Yeah.
so to be first in the phone book, it was like A dot, or A hyphen.
So A Alvarez would be before you guys, right, or something like that, because you're A Cantu and
Correct.
stuff. So
Correct.
you don't
Or
have to.
anything that comes right.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
not going to
I-
advertise any other company here, right?
Yeah. Well, the one I just said right now was just the first
Right,
name that
there's
popped
not-
out of
there's-
my head.
and there's not one like that.
Yeah, no, there isn't. So it's a fictitious one, all
There you
right? But I was. Your dad, when did he start this?
So my dad, my mom, and my brother started the bail bond business back. So it was about 29 years ago. They opened up a bail bond company named CNC Bail Bonds, which
Okay.
is still active.
What did they do before they
so my
started
dad-
that? That's interesting for them
Yeah.
to have decided to. Why don't we get into the bail bonds? Because I mean, who thinks that,
I
right?
know.
Right.
yeah.
Who wakes up and says
Yeah.
I
So
know.
from 29 years ago, your dad,
Right.
30 years ago, your
Yeah.
dad started thinking.
Correct.
So
He says, you know what? He was always involved in, with helping the community, helping politics, here and there. Had a bunch of friends that were attorneys. And one day they were just like, hey, why don't you start a bail bond company? Like you're always, like we could use somebody that we know, right? A good attorney friend of my dad's. And he said, I'll help you, here, this is the steps, blah, blah, blah. Back in the day, there wasn't that many. And as there is now, and he started it with my brother, CNC Bail Bonds, who's still open. It's still an active company of our families. And then further, a couple years down the road, he said, you know what, I'm going to open up another one. And opened up another one. Then my mom said, you know what, I want to open up one because, sometimes we need to, share.
So the
split.
competition began within the family. Then.
Most people could probably see it that way, but it's never been competition, and it's never been,
It's like everybody there's enough for everybody
There's
to go
enough.
around. Of
There's
course, in the
enough.
bail bonds business, everybody's going to jail sometimes. It gets kind of crazy.
And sometimes it's crazy, it's busy, and sometimes it's not. But I think when you learn to manage money right, you get to play the peaks and the the highs and the lows.
That's a key. I wonder how long does it take to start profiting from bail bonds? Because obviously you got to have a pile of cash, right, or some equity or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you have to so you can bail people out. And then they have to give you, say, $2,000 for a $20,000 bond, right? Like
Right.
$2,000.
So there's two ways.
So you can,
And there's a way to start the company with monetary, and there's another way through like an insurance company, a surety company. So which we have both. We have one company with the surety, backup, and then once with our own money. So.
Yeah. What happens when they don't show up to court? I mean, that's where you lose money, right?
Correct.
Because the money, say you put up $20,000 for somebody, you get $2,000 from them, and then they split.
Right.
You got to collect that 20.
We got to collect, or we got to find them. So first we try to find them. Right?
And you call Dog the Bounty Hunter or something like that?
We kind of have a PI who works for us, who does all the bounty hunting. Funny story is that we used to do it ourselves. I used to be a licensed private investigator with my dad and my mom and my brother. We used to do it ourselves, and I'll never forget the last time I did it. We went out, we set it up, and it was at these like South Jackson, these newer kind of apartment condo type of things. And I went and I knocked on the door. My dad's like, all right, you're going to knock on the door. You're going to say you need, your car won't start. You need battery, jump or whatever. And then, when you come out, you're going to come out this way, because that's when we're going to, say, hey, here's a warrant, and, get him, because he was a runner. This guy was a runner.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to classify, like, by their background. Are they runners, or, or
And
they
was he locally here when you found him, or was he somewhere else?
No, it was here, South Jackson.
Okay.
McAllen.
So then it wasn't really, you didn't have to go anywhere else to another state to get the guy.
No, not in this. No, well, if it's in that case, like, we hire somebody out. But this back in the day, we would do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And I say we, like, really it was my mom and dad and my brother, right? But I happen to kind of chime in every now and then.
You were just the bait.
I guess you can
that's
say
right,
that. I guess you could say that.
That guy would open it and go, "Oh, yes,
yeah.
ma'am." Right? And I'm on.
Are you lost?
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, that was probably the last time we did it, because then that's when, after that, it got, the crime rate got really bad with like the spillover from Mexico and cartel and all that. That was way back in the day.
So it's not that bad anymore?
Oh, it's still bad.
Oh. Is it
But,
worse? Or is
but
it...
we just don't do it ourselves. In other words, we don't do our own bounty hunting anymore.
Yeah.
We get somebody to do it.
Yeah. The valley's grown so fast.
Yeah,
It's got
it
so
does.
many people, man. And it's like they've been forever doing the interchange, and far. I mean, right? I mean, it's like, and some people ask, like, why didn't they just do the lanes big enough the first time, right?
Yeah.
They never do.
And then they never do. I tell them it's because they're looking ahead to start another job so
Yeah.
they can keep the economy rolling and have a reason to pull out infrastructure bills and all that stuff like that.
Right.
But, because you would have thought, when they did the first one there in FAR, they would have known, hey, dude, there's going to be traffic jams.
Yeah.
Because right off the bat, there was bottlenecks, right? Yeah.
Crazy.
So how you doing, Renee? What's going on with you, man? You've been pretty quiet. You're letting the...
I'm letting my wife talk. I'm letting her get comfortable. And,
Yeah, you know what? Me and you can go have a drink, then just my wife and your wife, forget about it. That's a 2-hour
I'm
show.
okay. I'm okay about the show being about her. I think everybody knows who I am.
Yeah.
And I've come on the show plenty of times, so I'm okay giving my wife the spotlight and letting her shine because I'm super proud of the woman she is, the mom that she is, the business owner that she is. She
Yes, sir.
really makes me proud. I as I'm playing my games right, I can hear phone calls coming in, and she's talking business, and she's saying, just interviewing clients and things like that, and I'm saying, that's my girl.
They never
That's my
stop.
woman.
They never stop, bro. Right?
But so it's that I admire that she's a hustler. She really is a independent businesswoman. She makes her own, monies, and she contributes heavily to the household. And not only the top of that, she's a great mom, getting boys ready for school in the morning, taking them to school.
She's got double the work you do, bro.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Triple.
Yeah.
And my husband.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and him too.
I have to take care of
of
No, I mean it in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
I take care. I got to make sure that he's good too, that he's healthy, he's taking his vitamins, he's, had some decompression time because, we're in a business where we deal with a lot of people's problems and
And
sometimes
they can weigh on you.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You absorb them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really big into meditation and yoga, and thankfully my husband has ridden that wave with me too. And we, sometimes we deter from it, and then you can tell, and that's where we kind of keep each other in check. Like, hey, she's got to, let me help her get back into her groove, and then I help him.
We're starting to wig out. We need yoga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we need a little getaway. We need some time to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Things like that. We do that stuff.
Kids are growing up fast too, man.
Oh my gosh.
Your kids, your boys.
It's crazy. I'm
Right.
like, I asked my 6-year-old the other day, I said, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And, before it was just playful, and now he's maturing, a little bit faster than what we accepted or what we thought. And he's like, I want to be a lawyer like my daddy. I said, he's not the one that I think is going to be the lawyer, but I think he just admires his dad and how he carries himself.
Well, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
No, my
That's what they
mini.
say.
My little one,
Uh-huh.
he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm putting it out on the universe, and then it's known.
Is Renee gonna lose all his beautiful hair?
Oh, I don't know. He's the lawyer of our family, and he's 3.
Yeah.
We call him the boss baby. We're like, he's the
Wow.
boss baby.
Yeah.
So we're having fun. We're older parents, and it's sometimes it's difficult because we're running businesses and doing a lot at the same time. But I always tell people this all the time. I'm like, when you have kids, you remember what life is truly about and how to live through the eyes of a child, because they're so pure. They haven't been tainted by the experiences of life like most of us, right? And when you look at it that way through their eyes, you remember what it's about. It's like the simplicity, the tree, the grass, like rolling around, like that's happiness. It's not, happiness truly isn't bought, like it's felt and it's experienced, right?
Yeah.
So
How
That's
old
her.
are the kids anyway, man?
6 and 3.
6 and 3, right? So
Yeah.
3-year-old is a
Oh, yeah.
he's a firecracker.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day you'll
Hey, I freaked out because when this COVID stuff came out, you all had a little scare with that, right?
Yeah.
Didn't y'all, man?
we got COVID.
And it was
actually.
early on,
Yeah,
where
really
we
early.
really didn't know what the hell was
Last
happening.
July last year, and
You
my
as a
son-
mom, what was going through your, through your
Let-
brain, through your mind, through your heart?
So let me tell you a little backstory. When we got COVID, the reason we found out we got COVID was because my son tested positive. We were out the door to Corpus, to Driscoll, to get a procedure done on my son, my baby, the 3-year-old. And we got the result back, and oh no, we canceled the procedure because he tested positive. I was like, there's no way. This is, false positive. I was like out there like causing all this havoc. Like my son's got to get this procedure done, right? So when we found out, first of all, we started thinking, okay, after I got like past, they're not going to let him have the procedure. My husband, having a kidney transplant this long, I said, well, I called my best friend's a doctor, said, what do you think we should do? She's like, isolate. Got to isolate him because we don't know and I said, I still don't think we have it. Like we don't have it. My other best friend came over with some little kits and was like, here, and I said, throw them at me, because, so we tested everybody with, we were all negative at that point. Then my husband says, you know what, I'll go isolate. So we went to stay at his mom's, and it was cool, playing, and working and stuff from afar. And it wasn't until the 3rd day of him isolating and me being at home with the kids that all of a sudden I poured myself coffee and I was like, I can't taste my coffee.
Oh, man.
My.
I said, oh, shoot, we have it. So I called my husband. I said, I think we got it. And so at that point, I said, it's all right. Backstory is that I've lost both my parents. I lost my mom 3 years ago and my dad 2 years ago. And I said, if I can make it through that, I can make it through this. So I was out there by myself with 2 kids. I just blew up the jump,
Yeah.
And I said, I was raking out.
You have to find that mental strength.
Yes. I said, this will not get, and I thought, mental wise, as long as I can hold that together, I can manifest the rest. I can do the rest. You know what I mean? I can do that part. But
Just the whole stigma of the COVID thing would affect your mental state, and
The fear.
that would take your mind out of the focus of battling the virus.
Absolutely.
Because you're thinking of everybody else and
people dying.
And so when you
And my
thought about
husband.
that, it made you a little stronger. What I did, because I was telling my wife when I got it, I was like, it messes with your brain, First of all, we're not used to being isolated, We're used to running around, especially busy people like us, right? And so all of a sudden you're isolated for how long in this room? And I'm like, I need to do something. And then you're wondering, did I give it to somebody else? Will they die? How bad am I going to get? You start thinking all these crazy things that you've been hearing on the, all over the news and stuff. And so it takes away from our mental, fight of the virus, fighting the virus off. But yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. Did you ever get your taste back?
That was, I would tell people, I'm like, you would think I'd be thinner, right? But I would eat like to try to taste the food. And let me tell you a funny story. I say this because this is how powerful our minds are. My brother-in-law made some homemade spaghetti, and my brother-in-law and my sister hardly use salt. Like they don't use salt when they cook. And so they hadn't told me anything. They just brought me spaghetti and I was eating it and I said, I couldn't taste, mind you, okay? But I knew it needed salt. Like I poured salt in it, knowing I couldn't taste it. And I was like, that is how powerful our mind is, knowing, like I didn't even know that they didn't use salt.
Our receptors.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, and what about your smell? Have you all gotten your smell back?
Yes. So my taste, to answer your question, did maybe about like solid. It maybe took at least like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
It was
and
long.
it came before your smell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can I can taste textures, like
really?
ketchup, You
So
know,
it's still
Like
off for
tangy.
you.
yeah,
and-
it's still a little off on me. Sometimes I can taste, and sometimes, but the smell, I can't seem to get the smell. And I was looking at some YouTube videos, and they're talking about therapies that you got to smell eucalyptus for I don't know how, and then some other stuff. So I'm like, I'm at my wit's end where I need to.
Put some Vicks.
The aroma of my wife, and it's like I was listening to this podcast, and the guy was saying, you know what, something that hasn't been focused on is the loss of smell that these COVID victims have gotten, right? And they don't get their smell back. There's a big percentage of victims that don't have their smell, and it's dangerous because you're inside the house, you would smell burning plastic. But you can't smell it. You can't smell anything, right?
Yeah.
And so he says, but what I did is I practically almost threw the whole kitchen sink at it. And on this podcast today, I'm going to tell you how, I did it. And it cut off and I couldn't find the damn podcast again.
That's crazy.
And so I
They
was like,
deleted it?
because it was like,
Wow.
when I hit it, it was like a podcast that I had stayed on from,
That's crazy.
months ago. And so and then I'd have to go through the library. I didn't know. I couldn't find it. So I told my wife, I need to YouTube it. It's got to be on YouTube. Some kind of ideas. How about you, Rene? Did you get all your senses back and everything?
I did. I got taste, smell, everything went back. I was fortunate that not a lot of, symptoms that we received. The whole mind thing is real. I remember knowing we had it, knowing I was kind of feeling like I was getting a fever. And being by myself, I was calling my wife. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I'm starting to feel this, and it was her saying, "Hey, look, calm down. Like stop even talking about this. You know better." So she had to kind of snap me back into reality as to like, "Hey, stop thinking negative about this virus." So like you said, it's real, and so.
Did you all get vaccinated?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did. I was on the fence.
Did you get sick when you get vaccinated?
The second time I think we got, right? Like the first time maybe a little bit, I can't even remember. For being I was just on the fence, to be honest with everyone here.
Yeah, no,
I went,
there's a lot of vaccine hesitant
I was on
people.
the fence.
Yeah.
And then, this is back early in when, we were, the vaccines weren't readily available for a lot of people. And I said, the first time we passed them up to my in-laws. And the second time my husband says, I don't think we can pass this up. Like I said, wait, you haven't, he's like, it's tomorrow. I said, you haven't even given me a chance. Hold on. I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, I'm going and I'll give it to somebody else. I was like, oh, no, hold on. I think I'll go with you. I just had to mentally, I'm very, I like to mentally prepare myself for things that, that they aren't so, at that time, there hadn't been so much, scientific.
It said everybody was, everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
What
but
about
we
your
did.
kids? I mean, they have like the vaccine. I know the 3-year-old can't get vaccinated,
No,
right?
Yeah. I haven't gone that far.
Because the schools, I think, are capable of doing that. Your kids go to public school or they go to the...
They go to a small little private school.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're still in that safe zone to where we're not being made. I overheard somebody the other day saying that they weren't able to go travel. I don't know if it was on a cruise or something because one of their kids was too young to get vaccinated and they couldn't go. And I was like, oh wow. That's the reality of the nowadays that that's what they're doing. You can't.
I'll stay home then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So DWIs, man, this is this a season that you get a lot of calls?
We both do.
Some Christmas parties y todo, no?
We understand that this is the time that everybody's getting together. Everybody's coming in from, from out of town, getting together with families. More drinking is happening, and people are saying, "I just live right down the street. I'm just gonna go real quick for a pack of cigarettes. I'm gonna pick up and stop and get some Whataburger on the way home." Those are common things that I see in my reports. That I read. I was just going to a friend's house, from a barbecue, and so
Just like we were talking about, I'm truly innocent, Chateau Deep. I'm like, but man,
we're busy. We're busy this time of week, and we like to make ourselves available because we know that people are going to get arrested. We know that they're going to need bond help out of jail. We know they're going to need information about DWIs and what do you do next, and so we're extra careful to be on our phones and making sure that we provide as much information during these times and not shut off to our clients.
How long does it take to go to court after you get out of, after you go to jail, you get, charged and you get, processed through the county, and then you call Acantu bail bonds and they bail you out. And then you call Renee Flores to help you out. How long does all that process take for them to get out? Well, obviously not just get out, but, they can do that in one day or two, right?
Right.
But to have to go through the court process and all that stuff, man, because the court's being built here now. COVID's still playing in the
so misdemeanors, they will get filed a lot faster than a felony. Misdemeanor, DWIs, I've seen can take 3 to 4 months, sometimes less if their person is blown, given a sample. Usually those come in a lot earlier. Felony cases, they take a lot longer, especially if you bond it out. If you bond it out, you're no longer a priority to the county because they want to make sure that they get people that are in the jail that haven't made bond. They want to get those into the courtroom faster. And so I've noticed that if you're in jail waiting for your your case to get filed, those cases tend to usually be filed first.
To make space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're dealing with overcrowding in our county jails, so we have to work fast to be able to get them out.
That's crazy. We don't have a jail big enough for everybody getting arrested.
I know.
We're having to house people in Brooks County. We're having to house people in Cameron County.
And that's been happening for a while, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I know they're trying to get, bigger facility, but it's, I think it's so easy for us, to being fair here, so easy for us to say like, why don't they just build a bigger jail, but counties really gotta, get their, priorities, right? Like, and we have to understand, like, us as bondsmen, I think we get a little selfish, like, we got to get this done, for us. And, lawyers are like, we got to get that courthouse built, right? But I think it takes a group effort, right? And now that everybody is getting back to, after COVID and I think that they're going to figure it out. So hopefully we get a bigger jail.
What do y'all think about the smash and grab stuff? Have you seen that stuff happening in California? Where like groups of 30 teens or young adults, they just go into a Nordstrom and they just crash everything down and they steal like thousands and thousands, like $80,000 worth of stuff in like 30 minutes. Like, and the cops, no arrests. Wow. It's getting crazy. You haven't heard about that?
No.
I think I saw a video where they broke into like an Apple store, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And they took a whole bunch of stuff.
They broke into well, they didn't break in. They just they ransack it,
Right.
Wow.
And there's groups of 30 and their cars outside. They go inside. They just smash and grab everything they can. They get right back into the vehicle. Boom, take off. They did it to a Home Depot, bro.
What did they steal?
They stole hammers, sledgehammers, and all kinds of other things that now they're wondering. They're wondering what they're gonna do with all that stuff, But it seems to be happening in California. I haven't heard anything about it here in the state of Texas, but yeah, it's really crazy, man. Some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that?
What do you think about that when you see, like the guy that drove through the parade and, I mean, just tragic stuff. Like people are, it's like almost to a sociopathic level where they don't have any feelings anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
What I truly, honestly, what I think about is I worry about my kids. Like, what kind of world are they going to be, as they get older? Like, what are they going to have to be dealing with? What am I going to have to teach them how to, make kinds of these certain decisions or not be influenced in,
how do you feel about your kids in, the digital era, cell phones, social media platforms, all that? Does your 6-year-old son, does he have a cell phone or anything like that?
No, he doesn't. He's got a Nintendo. But
and he plays with it every day, right?
He's like, come on, Dad.
All right. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
No, my personal opinion, and I always tell people, I'm like, look, this is what works for me. I never try to push my views on anybody, but my personal opinion is I feel that there's a time for the kids to have that technology and that platform, right? To speak their mind, their voice, you know. I just think that, you know, when you haven't matured, I don't think that you should be behind social media, you know, because that stuff can haunt you later, you know. I'm like, I'm just glad we didn't have it when I was in high school, you know. We were going to Reynosa and,
yeah, I remember those good times.
No, like, I tell my friends that. I'm like,
and would you take Renee with you?
and I didn't even know
No, you didn't know that?
No.
And Renee wouldn't be over there? Renee must have led a
He's
pretty...
such a good guy.
Well, I mean, his mom was a judge. I mean, I wouldn't think... it could either go both ways. He could be the worst, right? Because he's got his mom as a judge.
Yes.
Or he can be like the best because he's afraid of his mom. What was it, Renee?
So, growing up, I was dealing with a kidney. My kidneys were malfunctioning at that time. So I was going through dialysis, transplants and things like that. So I kind of had that. I didn't get to experience that going to Reynosa and doing all that kind of stuff, which I thought is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
I was gonna say that's a good thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be out there with me at that age, man. Forget about that. You know, you might have ended up in a Mexican jail.
So I didn't experience that, and I got during that time I got really close to my family, and so you know it was not something I missed, and you know I think it helped me kind of mature a lot faster this whole experience, and you know I take a lot of things, you know I don't take a lot of things for granted. I really enjoy life. I enjoy being able to walk away free from a machine. You know, I've got to take medicines on the daily, but not having to go to a machine to live. It's just a great feeling.
Yeah, man. How do you feel about Renee, Claudia?
You know, honestly, so when Renee and I first started dating and we got together, I always saw something behind the person. You know, I saw the potential. I saw, you know, everything that he is doing now. It's a surreal feeling, right? Because I was almost like seeing it, but it hadn't happened, you know, and I'm like cheering him on, like, you got to do this and you can do this. And, you know, and now to see it, you know, unfolding and his success and everything, I am super proud. But more than anything, I am honored to have this man be my kid's father. Because at the end of the day, you know, when you lose your parents, it really shifts your perspective on like not you anymore. It's about like what we leave behind for them. Right. And I think like this is the role model that they get to live up to. Right. And not to do, my mom would always say something like, don't do it like me, do it better than me. Right. So I feel like this is the footsteps that they get to follow, but do better than us. Right. And so I'm just honored. I truly feel that. And I tell him, I said, you know, I'm so proud of where you are now as not just as an attorney, as a person, you know, sometimes I'll walk into the office and he's just there and he's truly listening to these people like talk. And I'm like in the background, like, you know, they've been talking like you haven't had lunch or something, or I'm bringing you lunch.
Renee, these women, they don't like us talking, bro. I mean, you know,
Listening.
He's such a good listener. He truly listens to people, and again, I think a lot of the times when people have these weights of problems and issues and legal issues, it's that they want to be heard, and it takes somebody to hear them out, right, for them to understand or maybe feel a little lighter, right? And so he's, you know, sometimes he has his feet up and I'm like, wow. And I'm like, I wish he would listen to me like that, you know? Like, jeez.
You sound like my wife. I'm the worst listener ever. I'd be the worst. I mean, my wife, she'll come home and she'll start telling me her day, and I tell her, get to the point because I'm somewhere else around lunch, you know, and so.
He checks out right away.
I check out, I'm ADHD, that's what she says, right? So,
I know.
So she's going to
My husband's not ADHD or whatever. No, he just is like, get to the point. Like, is there a point to this story? I'm like, but I have to tell you all
the
this
details, right?
For you to understand why I'm upset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like my wife. She's saying, okay, so I'm driving back from work, right?
Oh my God.
And she won't get right home. She'll say, and I took a turn here and I took a turn there, and before I know it, it's like, all right, I'm gone. I don't like. And then she'll have to say in between, "Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?" And I'm like, yeah. And all I'm worried about is that she'll give me a pop quiz.
Yes. Because I do that all the time.
Pop quiz.
And he
Okay,
fails.
what did I just say? Oh, yeah.
Man.
But no, I'm very
Terrible.
bad. I'm very bad.
No,
So
I know. Hernandez like, so that whole story was just to tell me that you
Wanted tacos for lunch.
exactly.
yeah.
Like,
You all probably eat, live off feed off each other's energy, right? Because
Yeah.
you got that bail bonds going. He's got an attorney. I mean, you guys are professionals. You're a professional couple. That's what you all are. And you feed off each other's energy. Me and my wife, we feed off each other's energy. She's very particular. She's very sticks to the details
Yes.
and I try, but she's an overachiever. That's what she is, and I'm an underachiever. That's what I am. So I don't know how this works out. How the hell did
I
this
have
work
no
out,
idea.
man?
I'm asking myself that question right now.
You know
because
what?
how long have y'all been married?
17 years.
Wow.
17
Wow.
years. And the thing, I think what's really helped is rule number 1, she's always right, and
Yes,
rule number
sir.
2. Rule number 2, if she's wrong, look at rule number 1.
There you go.
So
There you
you're
go.
all right. Eh? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Claudia and Renee, Claudia Flores. Renee Flores is a hashtag DWI expert. If you're in trouble this holiday season, you go to jail for a DWI, you want to get out because you want to be home for Christmas, you talk to him. He'll get you connected with the bail bonds to get you out of jail as soon as possible and set you up so you can go to court and fight the DWI if you have to, or maybe do something else to maybe help you out. This guy knows everything you need to know, or everything that needs to be known to be able to defend you against DWI in a court of law. So you give him a call if you need him, or go to his website, follow him on social media. He's one of the attorneys that's always busy on social media, lots of great graphics, lots of good messaging. So it's something that you can follow as well. And, we'll be right back, okay? Because we're going to do a little contest. Let me see, I got to play the song here. All right, but and I thought, this would be a cool theme song, right? So during the break, we're going to get ready, and right when we come back, and we're going to do a contest. But we're not going to tell you what it's about. They're going to compete against each other.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Yikes.
We're going to see
say
who
too
knows
much.
who.
Let me roll up my sleeves here.
We're going to see who knows who more.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, all right? I have a feeling Claudia's probably going to win. I don't know.
I'm 100% sure she will win. Yes.
But if Renee gets any wrong, I think Claudia will be kind of bummed
Upset?
out. Yeah, maybe upset.
Yes.
I don't know. But they don't know what the hell's going on, folks. So we haven't prepared them and we haven't told them anything. But we're going to do something. And you know what? We'll see who knows each other. Who knows the other better than the other? Right? So we'll be right back. We're going to be this Saturday at South Padre Island, December 4th. It's the Cameron County Christmas Lighting Festival. It's Tommy DiCarlo from Boston, the Greatest Eagles Tribute Band, Hotel California, Whiskey D. There's going to be an ice skating rink. It's going to be awesome. So here are the details. We'll be right back.
The magic of Christmas arrives December 4th at the Cameron County Amphitheater on South Padre Island. It's the first annual lighting of the Christmas tree with live music performed by Whiskey D.
Well, I've got to run.
Tommy DiCarlo, singer of the band Boston. And the Eagles tribute band Hotel California. With a skating rink, food trucks, and Christmas fun for the entire family. Tickets on sale now at eventbrite.com.
Celebrate with the city of San Juan, Noche de Paz, featuring country superstar John Party.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's John Party. I will be back in San Juan December 17th with my good buddy Kevin Fowler. I'll kick off holiday.
Plus special guest Kevin Fowler.
Howdy, everybody. Kevin Fowler here. Join me and my good buddy John Party December the 17th, San Juan, Texas at the San Juan Municipal Park for the big Noche de Paz. It's going to be a great time. Me and my buddy John Party, December 17th. We'll see y'all there.
Celebrate with the city of San Juan. Noche de Paz. Don't miss it.
Okay, we're back. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Let me give them their things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give each one of them, what would you call that, babe? It's like a tablet, right?
Dry erase board.
A dry erase board, is that what it is? And give them a little something to, wipe their answer off. And no cheating, okay? All right? And don't be giving each other signs or anything like that. Because this is a serious contest, all right? The music.
Life's sweet as
All right. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give each one of you a question.
Uh-oh.
All right? Well, both of you the question, right? And you write your answer on the board, all right? And then when both of you have already answered it on your board, you're going to turn it around, and we're going to see if your answers match. If they match, if I ask you a question and you answer it, both of you answer it the same, that is 1 point for you, Claudia. Okay? If you don't answer it the same, that's no point. Same thing with you, okay? All right? So we're going to find out. So we're gonna
And
start.
just make sure write it nice and big so we can
write it nice and big, and then you can put it up to the camera. But we don't want you seeing each other's. Okay, you gotta, you can't be cheating like that. We don't want anybody. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have any graphics for this because we this is the very first time we ever do this.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So Renee, you go first. All right.
All right.
What's Claudia's favorite restaurant? All right. What's Claudia's favorite restaurant? Go ahead and write it in there. Claudia, go ahead and write your answer over there. Okay. Well, let's see if they.
I'm like, is it depends if it's like a fancy night?
No. Don't. You just gave him a key right there. Fancy. Okay. No.
You should know.
There's no talking while you write
no
down
talking,
the answer.
sorry.
Okay.
No talking.
You guys are giving yourself code words over here. All right. So, Renee, what's Claudia's favorite restaurant? Can you see is it writing on there or no?
Yeah, barely, but.
Oh, okay, I have another one.
Hold on. We have another one, bro. We have another one. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if they match, babe. Oh, man. If he doesn't know your favorite restaurant, Claudia, oh my God. Okay, all right. Her laugh, right? Her laugh. Yeah, all right. I'm interested in finding out how well this 7-year couple know each other. Okay. So here we go. Renee, what's Claudia's favorite restaurant? Claudia's like, she's waiting to see his answer. Look at her face. Okay, turn it around.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say Papa Do.
Okay, put it on the camera so they can see it. What about you?
P.F. Chang's. Let's do this again.
She's going to turn those chopsticks into a damn weapon, bro, next time you go.
I just love Chinese food.
Yeah, it's good.
So do I.
P.F. Chang's is good.
When I was pregnant, it was like every Chinese restaurant. Like every day, it was like a different one.
Yeah, and how could Renee not know that?
I know.
We don't eat out a lot.
No, we actually
I should have been my house.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're just trying to find excuses.
He's trying to justify.
All right. Next. That was a warm up.
Okay, all right. Claudia, okay? Where was your first kiss with Renee? Okay. Renee's already has all you. Yo me acuerdo.
Like the location?
Yeah, wherever. Yeah.
Okay.
Location. Under a tree at the park or, in the back row of the drive-in theater. I mean,
Be honest.
Yeah. All right.
This will tell you who I am, right?
At drama class while acting. All right. Come on, Claudia. We got 60 seconds here. All right.
Okay, Kevin.
Yeah, all right.
I'm giving you an explanation.
A typical woman. There's got to be an explanation with every answer.
Details.
Okay.
Okay.
Turn
Y'all are
it-
gonna make me like turn red.
That's what we wanted.
Okay, let's see.
Go ahead. Turn it around. After dinner in the car.
Pick it up
Where?
just a little bit.
Where?
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. After dinner where? At your favorite restaurant. BFJ's. Palenque Grill. Okay, Palenque Grill. Put it right there.
Uh-oh.
DT McAllen.
That wasn't it, babe.
Downtown McAllen. I walked into your car, and she kissed me like hard.
like
she kissed me. Like,
Okay,
but it
next
was
question.
Downtown.
Downtown?
McAllen.
Babe, it was in the car before we went to downtown.
Babe. I always tell you, this is where like I
Are you sure it was me, Rene?
It was before we got back to downtown.
No. Anyway, next.
Ya va a salir el attorney aquí atrás. Let me pull out some forensic evidence here.
Yeah.
All right. I've got cameras.
So
All
no
right.
points.
I have proof.
So, man,
No points.
both of you.
point.
All right. Okay, you still got. I've got plenty of chance here for you to redeem yourself. I've got 5 questions for each of you.
Okay, go.
All right, Rene.
Quick.
All right. Who is Claudia's celebrity crush? Okay, celebrity crush. It could be any artist, it's her favorite, celebrity crush. And we've got 60 seconds to, figure this out. All right. Maybe when she was a young high school teenager, she watched Saved by the Bell, and Mario Lopez was her celebrity crush. Who, by the way, will be here in the Rio Grande Valley this weekend. All right. So let's see.
Yeah.
Rip from Yellowstone. All right. What the hell's going to happen to Lloyd?
I don't know.
What's Lloyd?
Lloyd.
I know.
Lloyd
He
is-
needs to get over that little girl, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
What about Beth, right? Beth
I
is-
love her.
Yeah.
She's one badass.
Well, she says, I'm intermittent fasting. What does that mean? I smoke and drink from I don't know what time to what
Yes,
time.
yes.
Yeah, it's like I don't eat for this. And I'm like, the dialogue is so good.
I know.
Kevin
I love it.
Costner.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. My wife's in love with that guy.
I'm in
you
love
know,
with
like,
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner has the greatest dialogue in that movie.
Yeah.
Now he brought that. Well, I don't even want to say anything, right?
Yeah,
Because
don't
I'm
say
a
anything.
spoiler alert
Yeah,
over there.
no,
Because
yeah,
there's some
don't
people. The other day
Right.
I put what's going to happen to Lloyd on Facebook, and some guy says, "Hey, Rock, no la calles, apenas estoy in season 2, carnal."
Yeah, don't say it.
You know, so. All right, so
Okay.
Claudia, Rene has won.
All right.
Won. All right. Claudia, what's Rene's favorite movie? Okay, what's Rene's favorite movie?
Movie.
It was probably when you, right after the downtown McAllen kiss, that you went to go see the.
What would it
Downtown.
Come on, we got 60 seconds.
I
Just throw any
know.
movie out there. Is it, you got Grease. You got,
No, it's not.
She's not gonna get it.
Is he not gonna get it? Come on, Claudia. You should know his favorite movie. He took you to see it. All right.
No, I don't know. I really don't.
Come on. Just put any movie there.
I'm gonna put. It's my favorite movie.
Okay, it's our favorite movie. Okay. All right, what's your answer? Footloose. Okay, what do you got? 300. All right.
Oh, it is. It is. He'd always want to make me watch that, and I'm like,
Well, there's nothing but buff men on there. You
yes,
wouldn't
I
want to watch
know,
that.
I know, but I'm not into like gladiator movies.
Yeah, me either. I'm not either.
Like, even with the good-looking men, I'm just.
All right.
All right, next.
Renee, what's Claudia's favorite kind of music?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what is it? No, so that's another one where
Like genre, you mean?
Yeah, genre music. It could be, Let's see if he knows that. Okay, go ahead and turn it around. Country. And she put hip hop.
You listen to country all the time.
I know, but I like rap and hip hop more. Babe,
We're expecting
you know that I want to meet Lil Wayne. Like,
Babe,
you know that.
we're in your car and you're playing country.
I know
music
because I'm
the
in love
car.
with Rip right now.
She's in Montana. She's not in the car. She's in Montana.
Oh my goodness.
No, I am into country right now.
All right, Claudia. What was the first movie you and Renee saw together?
At the movies?
Am I giving her the harder ones or
Yes,
not?
you are.
I think you are. I think you are.
Do we have like a pass?
Yeah.
No, we don't have one to pass those questions.
Yeah, no, just pass. I mean, what movie do you remember watching with him? You know that you'll never forget. You know, right? Even Renee's kind of stumped over here.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
don't know
I
the last time
remember.
I've been to a movie.
Yeah, like we haven't been to.
I'm sure
We're
y'all
not
went on a
movie-
date to the movies once, right?
Like right now, we see like
What year
Paw
were you?
Patrol.
Oh, Paw Patrol. Well, you should have put that.
The
So
last movie I remember watching with my husband is this one.
okay, all right, yeah, that could work.
Because
as
I
long-
was like, shut up. Stop
But
talking.
she just gave him like a little heads up.
That's
the last
okay.
movie I remember seeing with my husband. All right, so
But he might not remember.
Yeah, I
this
know.
one.
It looks like he can't remember
He can't.
anything.
he's in the deep thought right now. Renee. Don't show it to Renee yet, okay? Are you getting texted by friends or what?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Everybody like, you guys are horrible.
All right, come on, Renee. Come on. I gotta go home, man. Come on, let's go. I wake up at 4:30 a.m., Renee. Come on, let's go.
Babe, I was like,
Okay.
why are you talking?
You want this to be automatically wrung or what? I mean, we can do that too. I mean,
No.
If you pass,
he remembers.
it's
He remembers. He's
Okay.
writing. Hold on. Hold on.
Something?
okay. There we go. All right, let's see what it is. All right, I'm on. Put it up.
I'm sorry.
You do remember.
50 Shades of Grey. All right.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Were
I
you
was
all
like-
giving yourself sign languages on that one? or
No, I swear. Oh my God, I can't believe you got it. I was like, why are you talking? Let me just watch this.
So far,
Because he was like, oh, that's not true. Oh, that cannot. And I'm like,
Oh, hater.
Oh no, I'd make little comments like
yes. I'm like,
oh.
let me just be in this, like,
Moment.
yes.
Yeah.
Then he's in the car and taking her off into, it was, yes.
puro pinche fantasy ese jale, no.
Well.
And billionaire y que esto lo otro.
It was awesome.
Yeah, my wife.
Did
got
you
me
get
on.
that point or did I get that point? Real competitive.
Yeah. Well, he got the point. So you all are tied, actually. 1-1.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
1-1.
Okay, it's 1-1.
right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Is this
So,
overtime?
Renee, we're almost done.
Yes, we're almost done.
Renee, what is Claudia's favorite ice cream flavor? Okay, what is Claudia's favorite ice cream flavor? Is this a fun game, baby? or
I
no?
love it.
It is good.
I'm a horrible speller.
It's all right, bro. We understand. You should see the way I spell on social
Yeah,
media.
he's like, he uses like, you know, like
Slang.
Google and stuff to like spell. Like
oh,
he's
yeah.
too busy to like figure out. you know, he's just
Autocorrect.
like-
Autocorrect.
Sometimes he'll just talk the text messages, and I'm like, wow. And he's like, talk to client. Period.
Oh, my God.
Told advised client that he needed to get a breathalyzer. Period. I'm like,
I'm trying.
like it's. I'm like that. Like sounds funny.
I just say OMG, or something like that. Yeah, give me an acronym.
All right.
So you
okay.
got it? All right.
Okay,
Hey,
here we go.
Are you all texting each other?
No.
Don't be
No,
texting each other.
Can I just say it after?
What?
What's Claudia's favorite ice cream flavor?
It's pecans and.
No, she turned around over there. What is it? It's chocolate, dude. What did you put?
It's because look, I eat the Haagen-Dazs, a little ice cream, the little minis. That's like my jam. Like, don't bother me. Go play your game. Like, let me just eat my ice cream and watch my.
No.
With
No, babe.
Yellowstone?
Pecans and Pecans and praline. We got into a fight the other day.
Oh my
What's the-
God! Yes.
Pecans and
Over
what? What is
ice
it?
cream.
The praline,
Okay.
No, it's
Praline.
pecan and
That's
pecan
sweet,
and,
man. That stuff is sweet.
It's pecan and caramel, right?
yeah.
What is it?
I forgot what it's called. Pecan and
Something.
praline. Anyway, so I'm
first of all,
eating
he
in
never
the-
liked it. I bring this home. It's a little tub, and I'm like eating it like real, like and then I'll put it back. And this was like when it was super hot, right, earlier in the year, and then all of a sudden I see him eating it. I'm like, why are you eating my ice cream?
But like really upset.
Yes.
Like really upset, and I'm just like,
I'm like-
taking small.
Don't
little
mess
bites.
with her ice cream, Renee.
Because it was so slow and like like he was like making my mouth water, like eating my ice cream. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's my ice cream.
What's up, dude?
So I buy when I go back to the grocery store, I buy 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
pecans
have
and
to have. You were prepared.
It was pecans and pralines, right?
Yeah, it's like the pecans that have that little coating on it, and
Yeah, but it's like
it's too damn sweet for
southern-
me.
It's
yeah.
southern pecan and caramel or something.
But hey, Renee, with a woman, you can never go wrong with saying chocolate, bro.
Yeah.
They chocolate.
Well, it's
My
'cause,
wife
like-
is a chocolate,
Yeah,
like
I love
chocolate upon
chocolate.
chocolate upon chocolate.
I know.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't handle that stuff.
It's because if I go to like Baskin Robbins, it's like a chocolate scoop, right?
Okay.
But if I choose what ice cream I'm going to go buy, then it's like, oh, well, I have a choice between this little mini Haagen-Dazs or the pecan and like praline. But it's funny how you remember what somebody got mad at you about, right? Like that,
Yeah.
like that.
He got feelings.
Yeah.
Extremely.
You need to say you're sorry.
Maybe I need to get mad more about other things so you can remember. Right? What I say.
All right. So y'all are still tied, Claudia.
Okay.
Okay. What's Renee's worst habit? Okay. What's Renee's worst habit?
I'll tell you.
She has a list.
No, it's just this one thing that I'm like, why?
My wife hates me leaving my toenails on the nightstand.
You're disgusting, babe. Stop that.
So she got me a little mini trash can, and she says, "I want you to fill it up with your toenails." I said, "Okay," and it's almost there. It's almost there.
Oh my God. You're
She
so
loves me,
gross.
dude.
Terrible. So crazy.
Hey, I bet a lot of you watching right now on the show are going, "Yo también, right?"
Yeah,
Ahí
right.
dejó toda la pezuña arriba del
No.
nightstand, carnal, con fangas y todo el pedo,
Oh
carnal.
my goodness. That's so gross.
Horrible.
Let me see.
All right, so what's Renee's worst habit? Are we ready? Okay, go ahead, turn him around.
Leaves bags open, cereal, chips, etc.
Oh my God, that's you!
I said,
Everything.
Leaving doors open?
Oh.
Like just leaves things open.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know that these are like, that this costs money? Like this is like, because then they go bad.
And then you
Right?
you bite on the
Stale and
Cheeto and it's
ugly.
Buy them
stale.
again. And then I hate, I'm the one that goes to the grocery store. So I'm like, duh. It is like the most annoying thing. Like when somebody leaves something open, like a bag of chips.
Or
you
cereal,
know.
yeah.
Do you have chip
Cereal.
clips? Chip
He
clips?
does that.
Yes, we have chip clips. We
Yeah.
have everything. I mean, if it would just, if you could just clap, it would be probably better for him, right? But
Pet peeve, man. Big time, huh?
yeah, I leave a lot of things open. I think drawers, food.
yes.
I'm just in a hurry to get things
Yeah.
in my mouth.
I'll put the chip clip on the bag, and then my ojitos over here will go in, "It's not on right," and I.
You're letting air out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we went to Dallas. We went to the fair, and I got these like awesome like zipped like I don't know what like they were. Ask me if I've used them.
No.
Do you know where they're
And I
at?
was like, remember those things that I got? I like
The
they're in the drawer.
intentions were there.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
like
like-
the Peloton, right?
Yes, exactly. So did I win?
No, we still got 2 more
okay.
questions. This
All
is
right,
where
all right, all
this
right.
is where you either stay tied or somebody wins here.
All right, all right.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
So this is the last 2 questions, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all are enjoying it. And by the way, this contest was brought to you by Roadie's Country Fried Chicken in Eagle Pass, Texas. Before we get to the last part, old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. 36 years of serving Eagle Pass with delicious fried chicken and all the sites. Have you all been in Eagle Pass, by the way?
I haven't.
I actually have.
Yeah?
One of my best friends lives there, and she got married there when I went there.
Uh-huh.
it's such a small,
It's
cute
small, right?
town.
It is.
Yes.
You got to go to Rhodey's Country Fried
Rhodey's,
Chicken. It is
okay.
amazing. They've got
I'm
some
gonna
fried
ask
gizzards.
her.
The food, and it's like in a neighborhood, right? And it's on Indio Highway, and it's just amazing. We went once, and it was just awesome, and we feel like going again because we're jonesing for the fried chicken. 35 years or 36 years they've been around. So to be around 36 years, you're doing something right. They've got fried chicken with all the sides, fish and shrimp, hot dogs, and chicken fried steak. Once again, located 1910 El Indio Highway, the fastest drive-through in Texas. Call your order, 830-773-9189. And by the way, Rick Rhodes will be here on the show next Wednesday or the Wednesday after that, something like that. He's coming up before Christmas. Also want to thank Joe's Master Service Brotherhood, proudly serving the local Edinburgh, Texas area for over 50 years. This guy, 50 years. His dad started it. He picked it up. Joe understands that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. So give him a call. He's got a large selection of tires, Michelin, BF Goodrich, Union Royal, and more. Joe's Master Service, he does everything there. Oil changes, inspection sticker. You need a U-Haul, he's got U-Haul, tire rotation. He has it all, and they work on all engines. So you need to go by and talk to him, Joe's Master Service Center. If you're planning to do a trip or a road trip for Christmas to go see some family upstate in the holidays, you don't want to stay stranded in cold, rainy weather. You want to make sure your car is in proper condition. You take it to Joe. He'll give it the checkups, and that way you can be on the road and you can be safe and go see your family for the holidays. Let them earn your business. Schedule an appointment, 956-383-1882. 383-1882 is the Brotherhood's number. Make sure to call them. All right. How was that, huh?
It was awesome.
Yeah, and right before the final.
I know.
People stick around. Oh, hey, wait, hold on. Let's see if anybody wins here. So, okay, Renee, you go first.
All right. There you go.
Where did you and Claudia go on your first date? Crickets?
Am I supposed to write it too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. It was downtown McAllen. The first kiss.
We went to, it was on a Sunday.
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
You got to write it in there. Don't give him the answer. He's racing.
He's already changing it. No, you changed it?
Uh-oh.
And I'll tell you the story.
Like, he's like, what?
No se estén haciendo ojitos, nada de eso. No sign language and one blink and two blinks of this and all that. Okay?
It's because, I remember details, and men are just like, they just remember the kiss.
Yeah. The action.
I'm gonna put my original answer because I think this is it. This is what I would consider a date, but
let's see what happens. All right. Peppers. All right. Peppers downtown.
Babe.
Okay. No, what is your answer over there? Can you please turn it around, Claudia?
Well, I guess it kind of was. I'm
Palenque Grill.
I'm still
Okay,
at Palenque Grill over here. Okay?
Llévala a comer enchilada, René. Algo me chica.
this is the first night that she was very affectionate with me. She was
babe,
grabbing
really?
on my leg.
TMI.
I'm just telling you, this is what I remember
TMI.
about us. Babe. Like,
Yeah,
don't know what you
he
remember.
remembers because I invited him out.
Uh-huh.
Said, "Hey, meet up with me, or my friends." But before
is that not a date?
But before that,
yes.
didn't we have dinner at Palenque Grill?
You don't
Before
remember?
that?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Ya ves?
Maybe you didn't. Maybe that was Peppers
Or
was the
maybe
first
it was.
time. Yeah,
Maybe you're right.
Don't try to.
I'm gonna go back to my iCloud.
Claudia's trying to turn it around
I'm gonna
here.
go back to my
I remember,
iCloud.
I didn't know, hey, was she feeling me or not?
Yeah.
And this was the night
Yeah.
that I remember she was all hugging on me. Had my leg. It was, so I remember.
Y pinche Marvin Gaye tan chinga.
I'm sweating over here.
Yeah. All right. So
We're still tied.
Next question.
you're still
It's still
tied.
tied. Yeah, 1-1.
Okay.
Last one.
Claudia, this is your last chance.
All right.
All right. How does René like his eggs in the morning? All right. How does René like his eggs in the morning?
How do you? I don't even know how to say it because I don't even know how to cook it like that. So I'm like,
How does René like his eggs in the morning?
I barely got that.
Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, Claudia.
Exactly.
We're talking breakfast. All right. All right, are we
Draw
ready?
the picture.
Claudia, this is your chance to win. Last question. You better
right.
get it right.
Over easy.
Over easy. Over medium. Oh,
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
The texture, the consistency.
Over.
of it.
And what's over easy?
over easy is when you can see the yellow.
And it's
And
real
what's
runny.
and what's over medium?
Is when you see the white over there and you cut it y nomás sale juguito.
And so over easy is more jugo?
Yeah, it's like almost raw, almost, right?
Right.
Like sunny side.
Yeah, it's very
We call it sunny
liquidy.
side.
Man.
Yeah, but that was close, though.
That was close.
We'll give her half a point.
Yeah, there you go. 0.5.
So Claudia wins with 1.5 against one. All right. Listen, it's been an honor to have you all
Thank
here.
you.
It's been awesome.
you.
It was great playing the game, and you all are a wonderful couple.
you.
And I mean, I would consider you all a power couple. You know,
Yes.
you guys are each handling big projects, and you're raising a family. And it's the holiday season, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay.
Same to
All
you
right.
guys. Same to you guys.
Ladies
Thank
and
you for having
gentlemen,
us.
Rene A. Flores, DWI expert. If you get into any trouble, all you have to do is give him a call. It is hashtag DWI expert specializing in DWI defense in Hidalgo County, Texas. Rene Flores will fight for your rights within the judicial system. Call 956-316-1991, 24 hours a day. And if you take him breakfast, he likes his eggs over medium. Okay? Your fight is his fight, exclusively devoted to defending the accused. It's Rene Flores, and he's just one hell of a guy. And he's got a beautiful wife, beautiful family, and we want to appreciate you. And thank you, Rene, thank you for supporting us, man, 100% all the time, man. You've always stuck by our side, man.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate you. And this is the last time. Next time, I'll let you all come back so you can redeem yourselves, okay?
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you. Hey,
Ladies-
babe, you forgot to give Eric a shout out.
Oh, give him a shout out, man.
My cousin who I play with later on tonight, I give him a shout out, Eric. We'll see you later.
Oh, that that's all. Merry Christmas, Eric. Also want to thank Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. That is our exclusive, our anchor sponsor on Wednesday nights. Lose weight, feel younger, healthier. Again, call 956-441-2188. You all have a beautiful evening. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have Josh Morales, and one of the survivors from the collapse, the Queen Isabella collapse. It's going to be interesting. He's going to tell us a story. He's one of the guys actually that helped get people out of the water
Yes.
that fell into the laguna. Going to be interesting. It's held tomorrow right here on hashtag PVT 8 o'clock p.m. Thursday. All right? Y'all have a beautiful night. We'll see ya.
Everybody wins.